Taking a first date to a work party. Good idea, bad idea?
Bad.
Bad idea?
Yeah,
a lot of pressure.
Hello, look who I work with. Horrible idea.
That is true. That's what Landon did. Landon, what's up, man?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
So your email that you sent us said that you decided to take the girl that you were set up with on sort of a blind date to your work party because you thought it would lighten the mood.
What?
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool. It'd be something interesting and cool, and I work with some cool guys, and it was downtown at a hotel bar, so I thought, this is perfect.
Let's face it, Landon, she's smoking hot, and you wanted to bring her and show her off at your office party.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can understand that, for sure.
How did you even introduce her, though? This is the girl that I just met tonight.
Well, all right, so because, I told her before, I'm like, hey, it'd be pretty hilarious to go to, my work party, and I said, listen, how about we do something where it's like, you're my Insta girlfriend, we're just going to tell people just a bunch of stories, we're going to make them up, and we're just going to tell everybody that we've been dating for, I don't know, I think we said 5 years.
What? Okay.
We just make up, how we met. Like I said, we met because we were trapped in an elevator together for 7 hours, and we fell in love there.
Not going to lie, Landon. You're borderline creepy right now.
No, it was super fun, and Susan was way into it, too. She was taking the ball and running with it. She made up a whole bunch of stuff about, how she loves my mom but hates my dad, all this kind of stuff. It was hilarious.
That actually sounds like it could be fun.
That's really actually pretty funny.
But it was great. We had a great time.
How did it all end? I mean, you went to this work party. Did you ever get any real time alone, or?
I mean, a little bit here and there, but I thought it was great. So, it was a fun way to break the ice. And then at the end, I was going to meet some of my buddies from work. We're going to go to this other bar and kind of continue the party. And so I asked him, you want to go? It's like, no, it's getting late. I better get going. So, I kissed her, and then she hopped in a cab, and that was 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
And I called her and nothing, and then I sent you guys an email because I know you guys can help out.
So there's nothing glaring that you can think of that would make her not want to call you?
No, I mean, we laughed a bunch, I mean, we laughed a ton.
Okay, wait.
Weird.
When she said that she didn't want to go with you to the next party, was it abrupt? Did she really honestly kiss you back, or did you just kind of attack her with your tongue?
I mean, no, I didn't attack her with my tongue. I mean, I made the first move, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like I was kissing a mannequin,
Okay.
Hey, which, by the way, is fun. Go to the...
So gross.
I do it at Macy's all the time.
You're so gross.
God.
All right. You ready to give her a call?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update. Just give us about 3.5 minutes, all right?
Awesome.
Second date update.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. Right now, Landon is on the phone. He wants us to call Susan. He took Susan on sort of their first kind of blind date. They were just set up through friends. He took her to his work party on the first date and then played a little game hey, let's pretend we're together and try to fool everybody that we've been together for a long time. Landon, do you think that was a bad idea now that she won't call you back?
I don't know. I really don't know. We had a blast. I had a blast doing it, and I thought Susan was super cool, and I would like to see her again.
Landon, at any point did you take it too far? You forgot that you weren't joking with people anymore and it was just her and you talked about your anniversary and stuff. You were method acting almost.
I mean, there were times maybe where, I put my arm around her or around her waist or something when we were talking to somebody. I've been thinking, well, what did I do? And I really can't think of anything that she was just hey, time out.
And go hey, yeah, we're trying to get pregnant. Have been for a while now.
Rub your stomach.
All right, Landon, we're going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update. Feel free to jump in on the conversation whenever you want, all right?
All right, cool. Thank you.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Susan, please?
this is Susan.
Hey, Susan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Really?
Yeah, what's going on?
Is this for real?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Why are you calling me?
I actually wanted to call you because you recently went out with somebody that I know.
Okay, who?
A guy named Landon.
Oh,
You remember your date with Landon?
yeah, totally.
So he's a buddy of mine, and he was telling me how he took you to his work party and you guys pretended like you were together, and he thought you had a lot of fun. He's curious, though, why you won't call him back.
I mean, he kind of sprung the work thing on me at the last minute. Like, we had dinner and, like, we're leaving. And he was like, oh, by the way, we're doing this. And that was a little bit of a surprise.
Okay.
Was it creepy that he did the pretend like you're together thing? Because that, just him even relaying the story to me, made me think he was a little cray.
It was actually kind of, like, charming the way he did it. And to be honest with you, we had a really good time.
I feel you on that. Normally when I go out with people and I have a great time, I don't ever want to see them again either. So, what's
No, I mean, the party idea, like, I thought it was going to be really weird, but it was actually fun, and we really got along. It's just that, like, about an hour or so, like, into being at the party, I realized I could not be with him.
Why?
Well, my ex works with him, apparently.
Oh, no way.
No, wait. Okay, Susan, did you actually see your ex at the party?
Yes, we saw each other, and, like, we're both, like, completely stunned. And, like, here's the deal. It was, like, a really bad breakup, and we, like, agreed for the best that we would, like, never have anything to do with each other, and that we would make sure to be in different circles, no overlapping at all. So it was, you know, my first date with Landon. I didn't realize where he worked, who the people he worked with were.
Wait, Susan, that's why? It's because I work with some ex of yours?
Hey, Susan. That's Landon. He's actually on the phone and heard everything you just said.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
No.
This is so weird. What? Okay. Hi.
Hey, I got to be honest, like, I thought you had a great time. Did you not have a great time?
Yes, I had a great time. You're great. But, like, you have to understand, it's not going to work.
Who cares about your ex-boyfriend? Like, you're talking about, like, not being in love with someone or having a relationship with someone, regardless of me, because of some dude who you used to date. Like, who cares about what was in your past? Worry about what's in the present and what maybe could be in the future.
Landon, that was a good argument. I just wish I had some kind of music to be playing underneath that. That was a beautiful statement. Susan?
Thanks for your help, dude. You jerk.
I think he was being serious.
I was being serious, yeah.
Serious,
I
Landon.
thought you were making fun of me, dude. I'm sorry, man.
No. I mean,
And he is a jerk. It's okay. He knows
yeah,
it.
I am, but, like, that was really well said. Susan, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, God, I don't know. I mean, like, that's really sweet, and it was really nice. But, like, don't you have any exes, Landon, that, like, you just could not be around? And obviously, like, your work people are important to you. You brought a blind date to a work party. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have to, like, always avoid him.
Let's not worry about that. Like, why don't we just go on another date and have fun and see what happens, you know?
Susan, if it was a really bad breakup, why do you feel that you owe him anything?
But he called me after the party, and, like, we had this kind of intense conversation where he was just, I kind of, like, promised that I wouldn't.
Oh, you need to change his name.
no.
You need to change his name to do not answer in your cell phone right now, Susan. And do
Susan,
not pick up that phone ever again.
You're just making life easier for him, and you don't owe him that.
We're all on Team Landon right now, Susan. Let's be honest.
He sounds pretty cool.
Susan, we had a first date. It was a blind date, and we had a blast. And
Hey, Landon?
who cares?
Landon, I like the way that you convey your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I want to help you out a little bit here, okay? I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Go ahead. State your case.
No kidding. Come on.
Come on, man. That's messed up.
I've already called him creepy like 3 times.
I like the way that he talks. I think it needed a little something to it.
I think it was fine. Landon, what do you have to say to Susan?
Susan, I had a blast with you. Who cares about who I work with or your ex? Let's go on a date, and maybe another one, and maybe another one, and then we'll see what happens. Why worry about your ex-boyfriend when, you know, it could be keeping you from having a now boyfriend?
Landon waving from the other side.
Cross the street, Susan.
Just cross that street. We will send
Run to
you
him.
on a second date. Susan, we'll pay for you guys to go on a second date if you go to Landon another shot. Will you go out with Landon again?
Yes.
You will. Yes.
Dude, and screw that ex-boyfriend.
Play that song again.
Here you go. Successful second date update.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Thanks a lot. Keep us updated on how your next date goes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'm excited to talk to today's second dater because in his email he says he's surprised he's not getting a call back because of his technique with the ladies.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. This could be you calling in, Jubal.
Maybe. His name is Simon. What's up, Simon? How are you?
What's up? Big fan of the show. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, dude. Thanks for your email. Now, you said that you took this girl, Danielle, out for dinner and bowling.
Yes.
All right. And how'd it go?
I thought it went well. I mean, there's a pizzeria right next door, so I thought, figure I had some pizzas and some beers, and we just walked on over and we went bowling.
I want to know your technique with the ladies. What's your surefire technique that you're talking about in your email?
Well, I grew up with a bunch of women in my house. I have like 3 older sisters, and basically they always told me, since I work out a lot, I got a cute face and all that, but they just said the best technique for me to do is just stand there and shut up.
Okay.
And when I do get their attention, just talk only about them.
Hey, that is good advice.
Yeah, it's actually great advice. Did you not bring up that you're really ripped and you got an awesome face?
Well, no, but I just love talking to girls, and I just love when I talk to them. You talk especially about them, kind of like light them up like a Christmas tree. So I think that's pretty cool.
Simon lets his good looks speak for themselves.
Right.
Nice.
Simon is actually kind of adorable. Like I thought.
It's
Working on it.
It's working.
Oh my God,
Simon
said.
You're right about your technique.
I mean,
And I use my puppy dog eyes as well.
okay.
Dude, I'm taking
She's
notes.
leaving her husband for you, Simon.
What?
Simon, what was it like bowling and pizza? Were things chatty? Was there flirting going on?
Well, the thing is, I didn't really tell her that I was a state bowling champ. So I just kind of like showed her the ropes and let her beat me a few times, and she seemed to be enjoying it a lot, and we're just having a few drinks here and there, and it was a lot of fun.
You can't pull out all the big guns in one time, like the good looks and the state bowling championship.
Exactly.
Okay, so how'd the date end?
There was a lot of flirting going on and stuff, so I thought I might not be needing that cab ride, back home. But she insisted that she had to get up early and stuff, so I kind of played it sly, and so I got my cab, and when it showed up, I was going to move in for a kiss, and she goes, no, she doesn't kiss on the first date, so she'll give me a call, and we'll go from there. So, I thought I was in, and I've been texting her and calling her, and nothing.
How many times have you texted and called her?
A lot, more fingers than on my hand. You know what I mean?
Really?
Simon, what would your sisters have told you about that?
What?
They would have called me a but
Simon.
she's got something that about all the women that I've dated. I mean, I don't know. I just like her. I mean, I guess because I'm used to girls putting on the first date. This girl kind of pushed me back.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay,
so,
it's obvious with the way that you know how to handle the ladies that you probably are very successful on first dates. So this is probably new territory for you, right?
Yeah, and I'm normally women don't treat me like this, and I got to figure out what's going on. I guess I got to swallow my pride on this, but it just bugs the crap out of me.
Okay.
Oh man, Simon.
Well, here we go, Simon. We're gonna play a song. Come back, call her, and get your second date update. All right?
All right, you told me.
Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Simon took his girl Danielle out for dinner and bowling. He's surprised that she isn't calling him back because he used his technique on her, which is what? Just being quiet and listening to her, right?
Wow.
You're talking about her.
And talking about her. That's right.
Asking the date you're with questions about themselves. That's not really a technique. It's just kind of kindness.
Yeah.
But okay.
It's called having a regular conversation with somebody, I think. All right. You ready to give her a call?
I'm crossing my toes right now. Go for it.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Danielle.
this is she.
Hey, Danielle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5. Congratulations on getting a call from one of Seattle's top 5 celebrities.
Oh,
Nice to
great.
meet you.
Well, wow. Why? To Why?
Yeah.
You actually recently went on a date with somebody who's a friend of the show,
Uh-huh.
and he emailed us about you because you haven't been calling him back. He's tried to text you a few times and would love to take you out on a second date, but can't understand why you're blowing him off. You have any idea who I could be talking about?
Is his name Simon?
His name is Simon.
Uh-huh.
So, what'd you think of Simon?
He's cute.
Yeah.
But that's not what I expected her to say.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your date with him?
Not yes and no.
Okay.
That's a weird answer.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I can't tell if he's quiet or polite. He's one or the other, quiet or polite, and yeah, he just not a lot of content.
So he's boring, you think?
Not quite boring, just kind of silent.
Okay.
Didn't have much to say about himself.
So it's because he was quiet? Like, people will be surprised to find out I'm pretty quiet in person. So when I go out on dates, I don't talk very much either, mostly because I'm disinterested. But
such a
at the
lie.
same time, maybe he just wanted to know about you.
Like too much, though. He wanted to know like too much,
Really?
too many details. Yeah.
So is that why you don't want to call him back or go out with him again?
No, it was nice. The attention felt nice, but no, I just don't think we're right for each other.
Is there anything, Danielle, that you're leaving out or like quirks that might have happened that turned you off?
Well, there's Google, and so I did a little research, and I just don't think he's my kind of person.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, what has he got? Has he been arrested? Come on.
I mean, not yet. He hasn't been arrested yet, but yeah, he's just not into the kind of thing that I think I could, have for a boyfriend or bring home.
What kind of weird stuff is he into?
World
Now
of
I'm
Warcraft.
really curious.
World of Warcraft.
That's not what I was thinking.
Not that.
What kind of stuff is he into?
What'd you find?
I don't know if I should say it. It's kind of a big deal.
I mean, it's on Google, so I mean, it's already out there.
Big deal.
Yeah. Well, he's running a dispensary.
Like, like he runs a weed dispensary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. No wonder he wanted to take you out for pizza then. That all makes sense now.
No wonder he's so quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a guy who runs a weed dispensary being my boyfriend. I felt anxious about it, and I didn't even know him yet.
Hey,
So you can't go out with someone who gives you anxiety before you even know them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, Danielle,
Yeah.
real quick, I should probably tell you this. Simon is actually on the phone with us and has been listening to the whole
No.
conversation.
Hey,
Oh, no.
hey. And by the way, I
Hi.
don't run a dispensary. I own the dispensary.
Okay.
Okay.
So good money.
I own it.
So you own a weed dispensary. Do you smoke a lot then?
Occasionally. I mean, I don't like to, use a lot of my, thing. Well, a little.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you
Come
do.
on, bro.
Were you stoned when you went out with Danielle?
Well, I needed a little courage, so I took a little, but I didn't think it was going to, matter or mean anything, It's just, plus I was hungry, so that's why I thought, let's go get some pizza.
See, this is the, things, they matter and mean something to me, and, they don't to most potheads.
Danielle, you need to think about the benefits about going out with me on a second date.
The benefits?
Yeah, you get free pot, all you want.
Jose's ready to date you.
Yeah, what's
I
up?
mean, it's not. You don't have to only smoke it. I got cookies. I got brownies. Any way you want it, I got it, and I can make you a cupcakes if you want. I mean,
Ooh, weed cupcakes.
come on.
This is unreal.
What's
This is
unreal?
unreal.
I'm rich. I got a lot of money.
Yeah.
What else do you want? He's got money and weed.
I
Just
feel
have a
like
car.
second date has just turned into a drug deal.
Yeah, this is unreal. I think he didn't even listen to me. I bet you that he does not remember
my dog's name.
You had a dog?
I just, you can go smoke your pot and have your dispensary. I don't want to talk about that kind of thing. It's not a part of my life, and I don't want to do it. It's fine for you to do it, and I don't want to be part of it.
Nice. Danielle, now that you got that all said and done, would you like to go out on a second date with Simon? We will pay for it. Yeah, we'll pay for you guys to go out again.
Thank you, but absolutely not.
That was a quick no.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Ouch.
Dude, there is plenty of little hippie hearts out there waiting for you, Simon.
Oh, man, that hurts.
Don't worry.
I'm going to hit the bong now.
Yeah. I was going to say, Simon, I'll just use the money that I was going to pay for a dinner for you guys and just send you a bunch of Twinkies. You'll be good, dude. Anybody who knows anything about me knows that one of my passions in life is being a gentleman.
That is not true at all.
Opening the door for a lady is one of the best feelings ever.
You're so full of crap
Or
right
so
now.
I hear from idiots who do that.
People should do
I
that.
thought your gentlemanness was limited to more shots.
Yeah, buying her shots.
There you go.
It's your second date update. We've got Carol on the phone right now. She emailed us saying that she went on a date with a true gentleman
That's nice.
and has no idea why he's not calling her back. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful,
Tell us about
my
this.
lady.
Tell
That's
us
how gentlemen speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell
the
us about the real gentleman in your life, not Jubal.
Well, Jubal is one of my favorite gentlemen. But
Nice.
I know, sweetheart.
Then I'm really worried about your definition of gentleman, but continue.
Well, I went out with this guy, Travis. We met at a bar. I mean, that's pretty typical. We were doing like a trivia night thing. And he asked me out and like on a real date, which I feel like hardly ever happens anymore. And
Yeah.
he took me out to one of those like piano bars with like the dueling pianos. Oh my God, it was so much fun. And he just was such a gentleman. Like, he picked me up at my door. He opened the door for me.
Did he have a chariot? Did he have a chariot, Carol?
I believe it was a Toyota.
Oh.
But,
All right. So he's not that much of a gentleman.
Hey, that's a 2013 Chariot right there.
It
Fuel
really
efficient.
good mileage.
He started off the night on a good foot. What else did he do that really just wooed you?
Oh, he wouldn't let me pay for anything. Everywhere we went, he held the door for me. He pulled my chair out for me. He was just, like, so sweet the whole time, kept asking me questions and actually, like, listening to me and wanting to, like, learn about my family. I actually...
Here at the piano bar. Tell me about your family. That's awesome. Yeah.
I feel bad because I had to leave to go home because I had to work really early in the morning, but we were hitting it off so well. We were getting close, and
Yeah.
I even kind of made the first move to kiss him, and I'm just really surprised I haven't heard from him.
Did you kiss him?
Yeah, Carol.
Yeah, you kind of just said you made the first move to kiss him, but
Yeah.
did you kiss him or did he turn you away and say, no, a gentleman never
Not on the first
locks
date.
lips on the first date? For you are a lady and I'm a man and I will treat you with respect.
Okay.
Or did he kiss you?
No, he kissed me, and it was a nice kiss, and I wanted to keep going, but, I had to get up so early, and I think both of us just knew we had to cut it off there, and maybe that was, like, really disappointing to him.
Carol, what did he say to you at the end of the evening? Did he say, like, I'll call you tomorrow and we're definitely going to hang out again, or...
No, he just told me I looked pretty again, and it made me feel really nice, and then I was just, I guess, so caught up in the moment, I wasn't even thinking about planning our next date at that time. I just figured this is going so well, I'm totally going to hear from him.
I think I know the problem. Normally, gentlemen communicate via carrier pigeon.
Oh, that's it.
Probably what you need to do there.
Jubal, don't you think, though, that that's really far extremes to go to just get a piece at the end of the night?
Yeah, I think so. You don't have to do all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could just insult the girl.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
really don't need to put in that much work. All right, we're going to play a song. Come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
All right, hang on.
Second date update.
All right, Carol, you ready to call Travis?
Yes, I'm definitely ready.
Just to let everybody know, if you're tuning in for the second part of the second date update, Carol wants us to call a dude named Travis who was a perfect gentleman.
Oh, knight in shining armor.
Opened doors for her, held out chairs, Does that sound right? Pulled out
Pulled
chairs.
God, you can't even get
I don't
it right.
even know what you do.
You're such not a gentleman.
Yeah.
Can't even say it.
Is that what you do? You pull
Pull the
That
door
seems
open.
mean. You just pull out chairs while they're sitting on them?
Yeah, is that what you... Okay, whatever. He did all that stuff.
You brought the door.
Yeah, so she really liked him. At the end of the date, they shared a kiss at her door, and then he left, never to be heard from again. She's tried texting him, calling him, and can't get an answer, so we're about to call him right now.
And Carol, it sounded like this guy kind of restored your faith in men.
I mean, I felt like he was really starting to sweep me off my feet. So I know these can sometimes be, like, embarrassing, but I feel like he's really worth it.
All right, I'm going to call him right now, okay?
Okay.
A perfect gentleman like Travis, does he have a ringtone or just trumpets that sound?
They're actually bugles, Jubal?
Oh, bugles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Travis, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Travis, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Oh. Hi.
Listen, I know it's kind of weird for me to be calling you, but I wanted to actually talk to you for a second about a mutual friend we have.
Okay.
Her name is Carol. You went out on a date with her a little while ago?
Oh, Carol? Yeah.
Okay.
What does that mean?
What?
Huh?
What does that mean?
No, nothing. What's up?
Well, Carol's a friend of mine, and she liked the date that you guys went on.
Uh-huh.
She would love to go out on a second date and is kind of wondering why you're not calling her back. Did she do something wrong on your date?
You know, it just didn't really come together.
It didn't come together. She said you guys kissed at the end and like you were a perfect gentleman. She had nothing but nice things to say about you.
Oh, yeah, well, you know. That's the way I roll, dog.
Oh, nice.
No, you know how it is. You got to do what you got to do, you know? I mean, when you go out on a date, you want to make a good first impression. You know, you want to get what you want out of the date.
So, all right.
God.
So you were acting like a gentleman to try to get some.
Well, I mean, me and my boys, we worked this all out. I don't want to just be giving away our trade secrets.
Travis.
Who are you?
Travis. I like you, Travis.
Are you like what is happening in life right now?
Carol knows that we're going to call you.
Uh-huh.
So whatever your answer is, like, she's prepared to hear it. If it's something about her or whatever, she just wants to know if she did something wrong on your date is all.
I guess she didn't actually probably knowingly do anything wrong. I mean, it's just a sign.
What's a
What's
sign?
it, dude? You are speaking like you and your boys in a plan, and there's a sign. Use like sentences that I can understand here, Travis.
I was talking to my guys, and they all have like a different set of rules for themselves when they go out on a first date. With me, it just comes down to two things. And the first thing is always date up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Always date up.
Yeah, we always
Yeah.
date up. Yeah.
And the second thing that is like an unbreakable rule is never date a girl wearing granny panties.
Never date a girl wearing granny panties?
What?
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
It is weird, but I kind of agree, actually.
No. How do you even know what kind of underwear this chick was wearing?
You know, you pull out the chair, you open the door, you get a good look at that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just gotta keep it real, you know.
I love
I
it.
can't say no granny panties, man. You know?
Oh, my God. Travis.
Travis, I should tell you now that Carol is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
She's on hold on the other line?
No, I'm right here.
What?
Yeah, I heard everything you just said. That's disgusting.
Amen. Carol.
Just chill out. Take it easy.
No, you take it easy. You just put my ass on blast on the radio. What's the problem? I thought we had a nice time. You're a jerk.
You know, it's scientifically proven from all the websites and all the books that I read, it's scientifically proven that a girl that wears granny panties is just a lot less fun than anybody who wears sexy underwear. You know what I'm saying?
You, Travis.
Hey, Travis.
That's not even a real reason. You don't even know what my situation was that day. Maybe I had to do laundry. Maybe I was having a different kind of situation.
Yeah. Amen, sister. Amen. You tell him. Sometimes you just need
I hear
comfortable
what
underwear.
you're saying, but if all you got in the drawer is granny panties, then, I just can't hang.
You don't know about what I have in my drawers. You never even took the chance to get to know me like that, so you shouldn't even be talking about what I've got going on in my pants. It's disgusting.
All I know is you're going on a first date, you want to make a good first impression, and you wore the granny panties. You feel better about yourself, but you wore the granny panties, and I just can't, I can't hang with that.
Carol.
You're a pig. All you care about is what kind of underwear I have on. You're disgusting.
Carol,
that's not all I care about, but,
not making it better. This guy isn't supposed to be seeing your underwear on a first date. You weren't even inviting him to do that.
No, but
I will say, as a guy, you do kind of pay attention because if a woman is wearing really, really nice underwear on her first date, usually means she's planning on you seeing them later.
What girl that you've dated even wears underwear?
There's been like one.
Okay.
That one time.
It was a real date.
That's true. I was wearing my nicest silk boxers that day. I just got to say,
I have all kinds of stuff that you'll never get to see if you're going to be like that.
Oh.
I support granny panties too, by the way. Just letting everybody
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah. Hey, Travis.
Really, you support granny panties? That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Don't be telling people to wear no granny panties on the first date. That's bad advice. Don't listen.
Hey, Travis. I would love to send you out on a second date with Carol. We will pay for it. Maybe give her a second chance and see if she'll wear some better underwear for you.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, where are we going?
I don't know. Carol, do you want to go out with Travis again?
Absolutely not. That guy's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm good.
Travis?
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for all the women listening out there? Because it sounds like you are in tune.
Ladies, please, by all means, wear your nice underwear when you go out on a first date.
You heard it from Travis.
Yeah.
It's officially law now.
Take note, ladies.
I mean, you dress nice on the outside. Why not dress nice under there, too? You never know. You never know who's looking.
I want to. You know what, Travis? I think we need to have a fashion segment with you on the show from now on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, really?
I'm gonna stop shaving my legs in protest of you, Travis.
When did you start shaving your legs?
Really?
Yeah. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back, like we're going to do for Kristen right now. Kristen, how are you?
I'm okay, I guess, but I'm just feeling a little lost about what happened on this date that I really thought was going somewhere.
Okay, yeah, your email said that you met this guy, Ryan, at a going-away party?
Ryan and I didn't know each other, but, people that knew us thought that we'd get along, and so they introduced us, and we had a great time. And
hold on, Kristen. What did you like about Ryan?
Well, the first thing I noticed about him were his eyes. He's just got these gorgeous, piercing eyes that just feel like they're looking right into you. And that just almost took my breath away.
Were they blue?
Yeah, just kind of this kind of icy blue, but not in a mean way.
I've got the same thing going on, but mine are hazel, you see. So I understand your position on that. Like, when girls see them, they just instantly,
I don't think
Yeah. So you got caught up in his blue eyes, huh?
Yeah, but then he was really easygoing. And that, because sometimes people with, like, gorgeous good looks are kind of, standoffish or whatever, but he just was easygoing and approachable and easy to laugh with, and just seems like a real good guy.
Did he seem into you, Kristen? Because, sometimes your friends will introduce you to somebody just so that you have someone else to talk to at a party.
Well, I thought so, because we spent, a huge amount of that party time together. We drank quite a bit together, did some shots, it was fun.
Did he get handsy ever? A little touchy?
Well, no, but there were a lot of people around, but we were,
Did he fill you up? Did he fill you up at the going away party is what Brooke wants to know.
I'm asking if he, grabbed her around the waist or brushed her back.
Just things like touching you on the elbow or, kind of leaning up against you, but nothing really, I don't know. It was all just really nice.
Your email said that he gave you a piggyback ride home. What's that all about?
That's kind of flirty.
We were at the party for a while, and we'd had quite a bit to drink, and I was feeling really tired and a little woozy. We were just kind of joking around, and I said, I don't think I can, walk another step. And so I hopped on his back, and he basically took me home as if I were riding my white steed home to my apartment. And it was all just very casual, very, kind of romantic. For a first interaction kind of thing. But we got back to the apartment, and and things were just really, really going well, and then it just kind of fell apart.
What do you mean? Like you're making out and then it stopped, or?
Well, when I slid down off his back and we kind of connected and we kissed, and I just thought, oh my gosh, it took my breath away, and I asked him if he wanted to come up to my apartment, and he declined.
Oh,
really?
Well, maybe he was trying to be a gentleman.
But no, I asked. I mean, maybe, but I asked him a couple times. I mean,
How did you ask him a couple times? Are you just like begging him to come upstairs?
No, I want that. I mean, I'm not like desperate. I mean, I hope I didn't sound desperate. I don't know. It just
And then
felt
you just
kind of
kept asking.
awkward and
Come upstairs now.
No. So I texted him, the next day, and to see.
Did your text message say, "Hey, do you still want to come upstairs?" All right.
Leave. I mean, it's not like I have to lay it all out there.
So he hasn't got back to you. Okay, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Second date update.
Hey, Kristen, you there?
Yeah.
Just making sure you didn't hop on some guy's back and ride off
Right.
while that song was playing.
All right.
It's your second date update. If you're just joining us, Kristen is on the phone. She wants us to call Ryan, a dude that she met at a going away party. She hopped on his back to get a piggyback ride back to her place, which was down the street. Then invited him up to her place. How many times? 17,000?
No, it was like probably maybe 3. I mean,
Okay.
after 2 more after the initial one, and
Right. It probably wasn't that bad. But he wouldn't go up to your place, and now you haven't heard from him. So we're going to get him on the phone in just a second. What's going through your mind right now? Are you worried that he's going to say something bad?
what I'm hoping is that it's just a matter of miscommunication. We didn't get into a lot of details even about what we did and what our schedules were. So I don't know. Maybe he's out of town or something. I just
Kristen, before we call him, I forgot to ask. How drunk were you? Were you slurring your words when you were asking him to come up?
No, not that. That just kind of that sort of where you lose kind of your inhibitions and feel a little more confident.
Maybe the problem is you weren't slurring your words, because I know that gets me up to a woman's house every time.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Hold on, all right? We're going to call him right now.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is Ryan there?
Yeah, this is.
Hey, Ryan, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Oh. Hey.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Do you remember entering a contest with our station?
No, I don't.
That's because you didn't. Yeah. I'm calling you about a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Are you familiar with that at all?
No.
Okay. Say you go out on a date with someone, right? And then you blow them off and you don't call them back. They email us to call you and ask if they did something wrong.
Oh.
So you want a date with one of my friends named Kristen, so I'm just calling to see why you're not calling her back. She said she was a little drunk. Did she say something stupid?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
She did say that you gave her a piggyback ride back to her place. Very romantic, by the way. Nice touch. And she said that she was like kind of inviting you up to her apartment and you didn't want to go up there and then just left and haven't called her.
well, no, I mean, it wasn't, I didn't not want to go up there. Like, I couldn't.
Why?
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, it's when I was giving her a piggyback, I kind of hurt myself.
What?
What do you mean?
I threw my back out.
You threw your back out?
He
why-
knows if he's going inside, he can't do any.
But he didn't call her back later. Like, why wouldn't you call her back later?
I couldn't move. Like, I was in bed for the next 3 days.
Oh, man.
Did you hold it against her, like because it was you giving her a piggyback ride?
She was a little. She's a bigger girl, she's a
you're
little
a
heavier.
Oh, come on, Ryan.
What did you, like, scream in pain or something, though?
I was trying not to. I don't want to make her feel
Yeah,
bad.
that would be even more embarrassing. Like she jumps on your back, you're like, ow! Ow! Tubbs, get off!
Oh, come on, you guys. Don't be mean to this girl.
Yeah, just because he can't carry a girl on his back.
A bigger girl? He thinks I'm a bigger girl?
What, because I'm not 5'2" and weigh 92 pounds?
Ryan, I should let you know that Kristen is actually on the phone and heard everything you just said.
Who are you giving piggyback rides to, 12-year-olds?
Get him, Kristen.
Well, I mean,
What?
it's not entirely untrue.
Oh, not helping.
Doing, dude.
To what? I mean, if I knew you had a height or a weight limit on your back, believe me, I would have warned you, but you didn't say anything about that. I'm sorry, if you're over 5'7" or if you're over 140 pounds, you can't get on my back.
Ryan, you saw her. You spent the whole night with her, and you, offered to get her on your back?
Well, I don't know that either one of our judgments was the best, though. We've been...
They've been drinking.
You're saying that, all right,
No,
if I'm going to go ahead and read into what you're saying here, Ryan. You're saying that you, in your opinion, you had your beer goggles on, and then she hurt your back because you feel like maybe she's a little bit big for you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not,
That sure sounds like what you're saying.
That sounds exactly what you're saying.
It probably just wasn't the best idea, I couldn't do anything for 3 days. I was stuck in bed for 3 days.
And I suppose it had nothing to do with the fact that maybe he had too much to drink and he wasn't using his body in the way that he should have been using it. Like maybe there wasn't a support there.
Ryan, at this point, I'd like to ask if you would go out on a second date with Kristen. We will pay for it. Interested?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
I can make it easier for him. Never mind.
Yeah, thank you.
No? Come on, Kristen. He sounds like a sweetheart. He gave you a piggyback ride.
Kristen needs to go find a real man who can give her a real piggyback ride without hurting his little back.
Ryan needs to hit the gym, I think, instead of going on a date.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's just trying to get off this phone call.
He's like, I dug myself into a ditch and I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you being honest.
Really?
Yeah, I appreciate him being honest.
Can we also say that you're sorry that Kristen got her feelings hurt?
Kristen, did you get your feelings hurt?
You know what? I think maybe it's more of a situation where you just saved me from some future irritation.
See?
Okay.
So you can have a positive side.
I appreciate that.
And just make sure the next guy you go out with, you take one of those theme park ride things along with him. You must be this tall. Any of you guys ever spilled something on a date before?
Oh, yeah. I've spilled all sorts of things.
Really?
I mean,
Wow,
drinks
that
and
sounded
stuff.
dirtier.
Maybe I shouldn't have answered that.
food.
Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question.
Sure,
Oops.
Brock.
Sorry about that. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning and Moving 92.5. Your second date update. That's exactly what happened to Paul, who emailed us. He wants us to call a girl named Katie. What's going on, Paul?
Hey, guys.
So you spilled wine all over her, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah, just one of those oops moments where, I was reaching for my handkerchief and my hand hit her
You have
wine
a
glass.
wait, hold on. You have a handkerchief?
Well, no, my napkin. My
okay.
hand just hit the napkin.
Allow me to grab the kerchief from my pocket for I'm going to sneeze.
Oh my god.
Apparently.
Was it red wine too?
Yeah.
Oh,
the worst
you
wine.
suck, Paul.
So how'd you meet Katie?
I frequent this coffee shop near where I live, and I go there pretty much every morning, and she's just there once in a while. And, I saw her, and, gorgeous girl, brown hair, kind of everything I'm into as far as, a female's concerned. And, I don't normally do it, but I finally walked up to her, and I was just like, hey, would you like to go out?
That's awesome. That is awesome. We need more men like that in Seattle for sure.
Thank you.
And so she said
Yeah,
yes.
It was very scary.
What'd you guys do for your date?
Simple, took her out to dinner. I don't want to make it anything weird. I just wanted to take her out something simple. And she was everything that I could hope for in a female. And
She was breathing, had two legs.
When you tipped her wine over, did she get cold then? Did she get pissed?
she acted like she was okay with it. But I could see on her face that she was a little bit mad.
Okay.
How
She's
much-
trying to play it cool.
What was she wearing? I'm sorry, that's important.
No, it was just simple T-shirt, nothing too fancy, but nice that you wouldn't want to get wine on it.
Yeah.
Most of the wine spilled on the table, honestly. If anything hit her, it probably was just like a splash or two.
Did you reach over and like try to wipe it off her boobs or something inappropriate?
That's usually my go-to.
Yeah, I figured.
No. I did immediately offer to pay for it, but I didn't try to touch her.
Yeah, me, I just dump a whole thing of water on them right as soon as they walk up.
What, t-shirt contest?
Yeah. Oops, sorry about that. I guess you might as well get up on the bar and dance. So, how long did you stay at dinner after you spilled stuff on her?
It was probably like 30 more minutes because we had just started eating.
Okay. And what was the end of the date like?
Cordial. Like, I hugged her, and honestly, it seemed like we would have a second date.
That's always a good way to describe it. Whenever I have a successful date, I always call one of my buddies, dude, we were so cordial at the end of that. Oh, man.
Paul is a little old school, okay? He refers to it as a handkerchief. Things are cordial.
Paul, you are under the age of 40, right?
I'm 26.
26, okay.
And there's nothing else you could think of other than the wine thing?
Not as far as I know. Like, I got home and I looked in the mirror questioning what happened, and I saw pepper in my teeth, but like,
pepper in your teeth?
Who's not going to go on a second date because there's pepper in somebody's teeth?
I won't. Absolutely not. I would never call the woman back. No.
No, but that's gross. If you have something in your teeth all night.
Why wouldn't she say something, though? I mean, I don't know. I'd be
I
like,
never say anything.
A lot of people don't
you
say
don't?
anything.
You should. Please, people, let me know.
All right, well, we're going to call her after this song and get your second date update, okay?
Great.
All right. Hold on, man.
Second date update.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. Paul is on the phone right now. He wants us to call Katie. He asked her out, went out to dinner. He ended up spilling wine kind of on her, and then went home and found out that he had some pepper in his teeth. So he feels like it's got to be one of those two things why she's not calling him back. What's going through your mind right now, Paul?
Really just trying to figure out what happened. Like, I just want to know what's going on.
If it's one of those two things, do you have an action plan on how to make her, not be so uptight about him?
Yeah.
Well, if it's pepper in the teeth, I'm just going to say, like, hey, I can't really help that. If it's wine, like, I'll try not to spill wine on her again. Like, that's not the norm for me. I'm not a clumsy guy.
I feel like if it's those two things, honestly, you shouldn't go out with her again.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
because
having
she's
a
almost
hard time with it,
too
too.
judgy, if that's the case.
Yeah, but she really fun.
He
She's
was about to say
really
she's
hot.
super hot. Yeah. All right. We'll give her a call right now, Paul. And in that case, go out with her again for sure.
It
no
makes
matter
all
what
bad
happens,
behavior okay.
Oh, gosh.
Hello?
Hi, is this Katie?
Yeah?
Hey, Katie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
She doesn't really
I'm
care,
doing okay.
Jubal.
My ankle is a little sore today. I think I might have tweaked it doing sprints. But other than that,
No.
A-okay. I wanted to call you because you recently went on a date with a friend of mine.
Okay.
His name is Paul.
You're friends with Paul?
Yeah. He's kind of a friend of the whole show, actually.
Yeah, we know Paul.
He wanted us to call you because he enjoyed going out on their date and really wanted to take you out again, but can't figure out why you're blowing him off.
Oh, okay.
He did tell us that he ended up kind of hitting his wine glass and spilling it all over the table.
The wine was not good, but I feel bad. I'm like talking about this with strangers.
Well, Katie, don't think of us as strangers then.
Yeah.
We're instant friends.
Yeah.
I just told you about my ankle.
Yeah.
I mean, we know each other so well.
I feel terrible saying this, but I guess out of all the dates I've been on, this date really took the cake.
That doesn't sound like you're saying it takes the cake in a good way.
No. There was this one thing that happened, which is we were having dinner, and then I went to the restroom, and when I got back, he was actually asleep.
What?
Like in the booth. And I kind of like sat across from him for a little bit, and I ate my food, and I felt really bad. And so probably like 5 minutes later, I just got up and I went back to the restroom because I just didn't want to embarrass him. Then he woke up and I came back and I had to act like nothing had happened.
So that's the reason?
Katie, Paul is actually on the other line and just heard what he said.
So the reason is because I fell asleep while you were away to the bathroom?
I just feel like any guy who falls asleep when he's on a date with me, like, it probably isn't going to work out.
Well, no, I think completely misread the situation. I took Tylenol PM because I had a cold earlier that day. So, like, yeah, I was tired, but definitely did not.
Why are you taking Tylenol PM during the day there, Paul, and drinking wine with it?
Dayquil, Paul. That's the word day in it.
Mm-hmm.
Dayquil knocks you out more than anything.
No,
It's not a good decision.
They
Maybe the
know.
conversation was just that interesting.
I don't know. You know, dating is weird, like, to have him fall asleep, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
weird.
made me feel like a loser, or, like, made me feel kind of like maybe I wasn't pretty, or I don't know. I just felt really insecure. And then he's sleeping, and I just felt very uncomfortable.
Hey, you want to go out for a nap?
Hey, senior citizens are really into that.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Paul, do you remember falling asleep?
I mean, I do, but I honestly thought, like, I woke up right during our normal conversation, so I didn't think it was, like, an issue.
Okay.
Like, I thought I was alive and awake for her.
So you thought you just nodded off real quick.
Right.
Okay. It's kind of weird, though, to come back from the bathroom and have to sit there for 5 minutes while someone's asleep in front of you and then go back to the bathroom and come back and fake like you just came back to the table
I know.
after they
I
woke up.
didn't-
Like,
I'm weirded out by that. You continued to have a date with me, even though I wasn't, like, mentally present.
But I was trying to be polite. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to embarrass
Nice and
you.
all, but I wasn't there.
So you could have called. We could have spoken not on the radio about this too.
I tried. You didn't answer the phone.
I can't believe you called me on the radio.
all right, Katie, here's a question for you. Would you like to go out with Paul again? We will pay for it. See if he can actually stay awake the whole time.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I'm sorry.
That's interesting. There's a reason he goes to a coffee shop every day, apparently.
Yeah, seriously. Paul, do you want to try to convince her to go out with you?
I mean, I would love to take her out again, but by the sounds of this, she's not interested.
Yeah.
Way to fight for her, Paul.
Yeah, that was good.
I almost fell asleep while he was doing that,
Yeah.
saying that.
Hey, man, it's a first date. I'm not going to try too hard.
Okay.
Hey, maybe Katie was the right judge of character there,
Well,
Paul.
there you go.
You don't have a lot of fire.
All right. Paul, I guess you got your answer, though. Try not to fall asleep on any more first dates. Don't take Tylenol PM before you go on one.
God, I hope you weren't planning on getting lucky that night. That would have been really embarrassing.
Yeah, girls don't like it when you fall asleep doing that. Trust me, I've done that. They get really angry. Brooke, when you don't want to call a guy back, but you don't want to be mean, what's your excuse? Everybody has an excuse, you know?
Ooh, what's my excuse? I lost your number. It's usually a good one.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, if they text you or call you, you just say, I lost your number, and then never respond to them
no.
again?
I just don't respond.
Oh, okay. You just
Yeah.
don't ever say anything.
No. I mean, if they're not worth my time to call them back, I'm not going to answer why I'm not calling them back.
I don't know if you know this, Jubal. She's on TV and radio.
Yeah, I do both of those things. If you're not worth my time, don't worry about it. I won't waste it. Ben emailed us about a girl named Amy that he went out with, and I asked a question because Amy has been texting him back,
Okay.
but she just keeps telling him that she's busy.
Oh, that's the worst.
That is an excuse that many people give. I know I've given it, and I know I've gotten it.
I was going to say, I've
Yeah.
gotten that a lot, actually.
Hey, what's up, Ben?
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, Jose's dated a lot of busy girls.
There's a lot of busy people out there.
So tell us a little bit about the girl you went out with, Amy, right?
Yeah.
How'd you meet her?
Well, we met online, actually.
Oh, okay.
Like through a dating site or?
Yes, dating site,
Okay.
dating site. Nothing weird.
How long? How long
Craigslist.
did you guys talk before you actually decided to meet in person?
We had a good thing going back and forth for like 2 weeks.
Okay, that's not bad.
So what'd you guys do on your date when you finally went out?
I thought it would be cool if we went on like a bike ride.
Yeah.
Oh.
And of course, like I took her to Burke Gilman Trail.
Uh-huh.
There was like a couple bumps, I guess. I don't know if bumps
Like
would be the word I'd use.
Literal bumps on the trail or bumps on the date and
Yeah, we don't want that much detail. And we're going on the trail, and there was a real rocky part, which we got through fine. But boy, let me tell you, could have got hairy. So,
Tire pressure got low, but
So you guys are on the trail. What went wrong?
I think a few things. One is when we were biking, she was a lot slower.
Okay.
So like I kept having to slow down, and I was doing it just to be like nice and polite. But I think maybe she might have taken it as like being sort of demeaning or something.
Oh,
I
okay,
guess
that
the
you
way
have
that
to
I had to keep kind of like slowing down and like going back to her pace.
the best way to handle that when you're in that situation, by the way, is hang back, get next to her side, and then look over and go, "Get in the game! Hurry up!" So,
But other than that, I mean, like we went out for frozen yogurt right after. That was really nice. I think the only other thing that I can imagine that might have been a little off-putting was so we ended with kind of like a hug.
Yeah. Was there a pat in the hug, or was it more of an embrace
There was
hug?
no pat. It was a
Okay.
hug. But here's the issue: is I was mad sweaty. I was
I was just
real
thinking that.
sweaty.
okay.
You know, because when I do bike ride and when I do exercise,
Okay.
I'm like a pool.
Okay.
So
I understand that.
hope I wasn't like smelling rank.
Well,
All right, so you gave her a sweaty hug, and did she look grossed out by that?
I mean, she seemed okay, but I think I couldn't tell if she was just being really polite. But
Yeah.
other than that, though, like the date just really went so well, and she's pretty cool. So,
So when she texts you that she's busy, do you feel like she's actually busy or just leading you on?
well, the thing is like the last time I got to her, I was like, "How about we go on a date on Tuesday?"
Mm-hmm.
And she made an excuse, but the big thing is she never suggests another day. She never says, "Oh, well, can't do Tuesday, but how does Thursday or Friday look?" You know, it's just sort of that's the end.
That's a good way to tell.
I like how you're not giving up, though.
Well, I hope there just wasn't like a misunderstanding between us. I hope I didn't do anything off-putting. I just want to clear it up, and I'd like to get that second date. Honestly,
There is a chance that she could actually be busy too. You know, like if we can't get a hold of her for the second date update in a few minutes, just show up at her office, see if she's really that busy.
what if her voicemail just says, "Hi, I'm busy"?
All right. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, hang on, man.
Second date update.
Hey, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
I know we were going to do a second date update for you right here, but I'm a little bit busy and not going to be able to get to it.
Poor Ben.
All right, Ben, you about ready to give Amy a call?
Yes.
Just to catch people up, Amy and Ben went out on a date for a bike ride. He feels like maybe the hug at the end of the date might have been the thing that pissed her off because he was sweaty. She's just been giving him the runaround. She keeps texting him saying that she's busy every time he asks her out.
And Ben, is the answer "I'm just not into you" the worst thing you could hear?
It's up there. It's probably not the worst, but it would suck.
Okay, body odor would be better.
I would think body odor, you might be able to talk your way back into going out with her. If she
Okay.
just doesn't like you, then she's probably over you and doesn't care.
It
So I would-
depends on how bad the body odor is
That's true.
and what part it's coming from.
You're right. I'm just hoping I didn't do something else.
Okay.
All right, we'll find out. I'm going to call her right now, okay?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Amy.
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Amy. This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
What's up?
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a friend of mine.
And who is that?
His name is Ben.
Oh, Ben.
You remember Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ben's a buddy, and he says that he went out with you, he enjoyed the date, but you've been telling him that you're busy nonstop, and he wanted me to call you and ask if you're really busy.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've been pretty busy.
But you're
Oh.
not.
She used it on us.
Such a line, Amy.
She used it on us.
Amy, you've had time to talk to us. I don't know if we can believe you on that front.
What do you want to know?
Come on, if you like a guy, you make time for him. Just what did he do wrong?
I mean, he was nice.
Amy,
Oh, that's
Another
torture.
yeah. You just verbally patted him on the head right there. Hey, Amy, he told us that you guys went on a bike ride and stuff, and that at the end of the date he gave you a hug and he was really sweaty. Did that gross you out?
I mean, I'm not like a lover of sweat, but I mean that wasn't it. Did he tell you what he was wearing?
No. What was he wearing?
Oh gosh. I never met him before, and I show up and he was wearing a full-on Olympic biking uniform, the tight spandex, and the shoes and the helmet, and it all matched and was bright colors, and those pants were really, really tight.
So he showed up all decked out like he was going to the Tour de France when you guys were just going on a leisurely bike ride?
Yeah. It was kind of like he just took it a little too seriously, and I didn't know how to.
Oh my gosh, Amy.
I could see everything.
Was it?
Those little biker shorts are tight.
You don't want to see that on the first date. It was okay. Wasn't doing it for me. And he was doing these weird breathing exercises or something and I couldn't keep it together, and I kept having to fall back. It was pretty bad.
Hey, Amy.
Oh, God.
At this point, I would like to tell you that Ben is actually on the phone. And Mr. Lance Armstrong himself heard everything that you just said. Ben, are you still there?
Yeah, hi.
Wow, Ben.
What's up, you little road warrior?
Oh, no kidding. Showing off what you're working with.
Oh, man.
You did leave that part out of your story, Ben.
Okay. See, the thing that's funny to me about that is that morning, there was a debate for me. I was sitting there, ready to go in just chill biking gear, but I was like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe it'll impress her. I don't know. It was stupid. Now I look at it and it was probably pretty dumb.
Feel bad for him.
Oh man, this is embarrassing.
Is that not how you normally bike? You did this just to impress her?
No, because I do competitively bike.
Okay.
I don't always bike like that, but I actually competitively bike. So I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'll pull out the stops on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like bicycling. I'm outdoorsy, but spandex me and aren't friends that way.
It's my fault, man. It's my fault. I misread. I just misread it. I think I was just trying too hard. I like the dating online stuff. I just started doing it, and it was still kind of weird to me. I don't know. I think I overshot.
All right.
Tell her why you like her. I mean, if this is your chance to win her back.
Yeah, Amy, listen, there's some, I just know, I felt a spark, I felt something. I really dig who you are, and I think you're a gorgeous girl. And what if I take you out to dinner or something, and I won't wear a biking suit? What if I, wear real people clothes, and we get a meal, and if you give me one more chance, I hope you think too, it's worth one more shot.
Amy, we'd love to send you guys out on a second date. We will pay for it. Will you go out with Ben again?
Come on, that was good.
Give him another shot. He admitted that he was trying too hard and shouldn't have been wearing what he was wearing.
And he tried hard this time, and it worked.
I mean, I was pretty checked out, but I guess it's not the worst of situations. I mean, trying to over-impress me.
Yeah,
that's true.
Good way to look at it.
Yeah. I like how you're so determined.
So you'll go out with him again?
I can't promise anything, but
that's fine.
She's busy.
I'll give you a try.
Okay, cool. Congratulations, Ben. You got a second date.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm excited for a second date. I really am so much.
This is really good for you because if you think about it, with the clothes you were wearing earlier, she already knows what you're working with too. So